Have you noticed constipation becoming a bigger problem after 70? It may feel like a minor nuisance, but for many older adults, it quietly steals away comfort, energy, and even independence. Some people in their 70s and 80s still enjoy smooth digestion and lightness in their daily life, while others fight bloating, straining, and discomfort that seems to appear more often with age. The difference is not luck or expensive medicine. It often comes down to simple foods and drinks that can naturally restore balance in your system. Researchers and doctors have observed that certain choices rich in fiber, hydration, and gut-friendly nutrients make all the difference. In this video, we are going to talk about 6 foods and drinks that can relieve constipation for seniors, with results so effective that 99% of cases can improve when used consistently. These are not myths or complicated diets, but real patterns seen in people who stay healthy and active well into their later years. By the end, you will know exactly which items to include and how they can help you feel lighter, stronger, and more confident. Stay tuned until the end, because the final one may surprise you with how powerful it is. Now, let's get started. Number 1, dried fruits and prunes. One of the most effective and natural remedies for constipation after 70 is right in your fruit bowl, and that is dried fruits and prunes. These foods are powerful because they contain natural sorbitol, a type of sugar alcohol that draws water into the intestines and softens stool, along with a high amount of dietary fiber. Picture 2 women in their early 80s, Linda and Carol. Linda starts her mornings with a few prunes or mixes raisins into her oatmeal. She notices her digestion stays smooth. Her belly feels lighter and she no longer dreads going to the bathroom. Carol, on the other hand, has stopped eating much fruit because he finds cooking easier with packaged foods. Over time, she has more frequent bouts of constipation, feels sluggish, and struggles with the discomfort that comes from days without relief. The difference between them is not age, but the simple act of choosing fiber-rich dried fruits that keep the bowels moving. Science shows that the insoluble fiber in these fruits adds bulk to stool, while the sorbitol gently stimulates the bowel, making them especially effective for seniors. If you find yourself straining or going less than 3 times a week, ask yourself, are prunes, figs, or raisins a part of your diet? The good news is that you do not need a lot. Just a small serving each day, like 4 to 6 prunes, can make a big difference. You can also add chopped dried apricots or figs into salads or yogurt for variety. If chewing is difficult, soaking them in warm water softens the texture and makes them easier to enjoy. For many older adults, this simple daily habit can turn a painful problem into a manageable one without medicine or harsh treatments. So, pay attention to whether you are including these natural helpers in your meals, because they may be the easiest way to bring back regularity and comfort. Number 2, oats and whole grains. Another food that can make a tremendous difference for constipation after 70 is oats and other whole grains. These grains are rich in both soluble fiber like beta-glucan and insoluble fiber, which together add bulk to stool and help it pass smoothly through the digestive tract. Imagine 2 men in their 70s, George and Henry. George eats oatmeal most mornings, sometimes with berries or a sprinkle of flax seed. His digestion stays steady. He feels satisfied and he rarely experiences the discomfort of constipation. Henry, however, prefers white bread and refined cereals, foods that have been stripped of fiber. Over time, he notices irregular bowel habits, heavier bloating, and more straining, which leaves him tired and frustrated. The contrast between them lies not in their age, but in their choice of grains. Fiber from oats and whole grains acts like a sponge, absorbing water and creating softer, bulkier stools that move more easily. Researchers have long noted that seniors who eat at least 1 serving of whole grains daily enjoy healthier digestion and stronger hearts. That if you are wondering about your own routine, ask yourself, are you reaching for white rice and white bread? Or are you choosing oatmeal, barley, and whole wheat? The good news is that small changes can bring quick relief. Start by replacing one refined item a day with a whole grain, like having oatmeal for breakfast, brown rice at lunch, or whole wheat bread at dinner. Even popcorn when not drenched in butter is a whole grain snack that helps keep things moving. By making these choices part of your daily life, you are not only improving digestion, but also supporting long-term health in ways that protect your energy and independence. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3, leafy greens. When it comes to natural ways to ease constipation, leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens deserve a special place on your plate. These vegetables are packed with both fiber and magnesium, two elements that work together to relax the colon and stimulate healthy bowel movements. Think about two women in their 70s, Alice and Ruth. Alice includes a small salad with her lunch every day or adds cooked spinach to her dinner. She notices that her digestion stays smooth, her stomach feels less heavy, and she has regular bowel movements without much effort. Ruth, however, rarely eats vegetables, preferring to fill her plate with meats and starches. She begins to notice constipation becoming more frequent, along with bloating and discomfort that makes her restless at night. The difference is clear, and it is not age alone that causes these struggles, but the absence of leafy greens that supply essential fiber and minerals. Science explains why this matters. The insoluble fiber and greens adds bulk to stool, while magnesium naturally draws water into the intestines, softening stool and making it easier to pass. If you find yourself straining, ask yourself, how often are leafy greens showing up on your plate? The good news is you do not need a large amount. Just 1 or 2 servings a day, such as a bowl of salad, steamed kale, or even blending spinach into a smoothie, can help restore regularity. If chewing is difficult, lightly steaming or sautéing greens makes them tender and easy to enjoy. By adding these simple vegetables into your daily meals, you are giving your body the tools it needs to stay regular, energized, and comfortable. And most importantly, you are taking control of your health in a way that helps you stay independent and strong for the years ahead. Number 4, fermented foods. A powerful way to fight constipation after 70 is by adding fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut to your diet. These foods are rich in probiotics, the healthy bacteria that keep your gut balanced and active. Picture 2 men in their early 80s, Samuel and Robert. Samuel has a daily serving of yogurt or kefir, and he notices that his digestion stays smooth, that he feels less bloated, and he rarely struggles with constipation. Robert, on the other hand, does not enjoy dairy and often skips foods that support gut health. Over time, he develops irregular bowel habits, heavier discomfort, and more reliance on laxatives to find relief. The difference between them lies not in age, but in the presence of probiotics that keep the digestive system moving. Researchers have found that seniors who include fermented foods regularly have more stable gut bacteria, better bowel movements, and stronger immune systems overall. If you are wondering about your own routine, ask yourself, when was the last time you had yogurt, kefir, kimchi, or sauerkraut? The good news is that even a small portion each day can make a real difference. Choose plain yogurt with live cultures, enjoy a glass of kefir, or add a spoonful of sauerkraut to your meal. If dairy does not agree with you, there are plant-based options like coconut yogurt or fermented soy that also contain probiotics. These foods are gentle, effective, and natural ways to support your bowels and improve overall health without relying on harsh treatments. By making them a habit, you give your body a daily boost that protects your comfort and your independence. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5, flax seeds, chia seeds, and almonds. One of the most reliable ways to relieve constipation after 70 is by adding specific seeds and nuts such as flax seeds, chia seeds, and almonds into your diet. These foods deliver a rich mix of soluble fiber and healthy fats that naturally help the intestines move more smoothly. Think about two men in their 70s, Edward and Charles. Edward starts his morning with oatmeal topped with ground flax seeds and sometimes stirs a spoonful of chia seeds into his water. In the afternoon, he enjoys a small handful of almonds. His digestion remains steady, his stomach feels lighter, and he rarely struggles with constipation. Charles, however, avoids seeds and nuts because he thinks they are too difficult to see. Or too rich in calories. Over time, he begins to notice slower digestion, frequent bloating, and more days without relief. The contrast lies in their choices. Science explains why flax seeds and chia seeds absorb water and form a gel-like substance that softens stool and makes it easier to pass, while almonds provide both fiber and healthy fats that keep the bowels moving. If you wonder about your own routine, ask yourself, are you including flax seeds, chia seeds, or almonds in your meals each day? The good news is that you do not need much. 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds, a tablespoon of chia seeds soaked in water, or a small handful of almonds can make a big difference. If chewing is difficult, use ground or soaked seeds, which are easier to digest and just as effective. By making these specific seeds and nuts a part of your diet, you can ease constipation, support your heart, and maintain energy that helps you stay active and independent. Number 6. Hydrating drinks. One of the most overlooked yet powerful ways to fight constipation after 70 is through hydration, especially with simple drinks like water, warm herbal teas, and certain fruit juices such as pear or apple juice. Staying well hydrated keeps stool soft and makes bowel movements less strained, which is vital as the body naturally tends to lose its thirst signal with age. Picture two women in their early 80s, Doris and Betty. Doris makes it a habit to drink a glass of water with every meal, sips on chamomile tea in the evening, and occasionally enjoys a small glass of pear juice. She notices her digestion stays steady, her body feels lighter, and constipation is rarely a problem. Betty, however, drinks mostly coffee during the day and forgets to replenish with water. Over time, her stools become harder, her digestion slows, and constipation becomes a regular source of frustration. The difference between them is not age but the simple act of maintaining hydration. Science explains why this works. Water and fluids keep the intestines lubricated, while warm drinks can gently stimulate the bowels, and natural juices contain both fluids and mild sorbitol that ease stool passage. If you are wondering about your own habits, ask yourself how much water or tea are you drinking in a day. The good news is you do not need extreme amounts. Aim for 6 to 8 cups of fluids. Spread evenly throughout the day and choose options that feel soothing and easy to enjoy. Herbal teas like peppermint or chamomile are gentle choices that relax the digestive tract, while small servings of fruit juice can provide an added boost. By keeping your body hydrated, you support not only your digestion, but also your energy, circulation, and overall comfort. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Final thoughts. Now that you know these 6 foods and drinks, take a moment to reflect on where you stand. Constipation after 70 is not just an inconvenience. It can affect your energy, your mood, and even your confidence in living independently. the encouraging truth is that most of these struggles can be eased through small daily choices. Adding prunes or dried fruits for their natural sorbitol, choosing oats and whole grains for steady fiber, filling your plate with leafy greens for magnesium and bulk, including fermented foods for gut balance, enjoying flax seeds, chia seeds, and almonds for fiber and healthy fats, and remembering to drink water, teas and natural juices for hydration. All of these steps are within your reach. None of them require expensive treatments or complicated routines. Only steady habits that build comfort and health over time. Ask yourself which of these 6 areas do you need to strengthen in your own life? The good news is that you can begin today. Even one change like a handful of prunes or an extra glass of water can shift your digestion and give you back a sense of control. Over weeks and months, these small steps can help restore regularity, reduce strain, and protect the quality of your daily life. Your future comfort is not set in stone, and your choices matter more than you realize. By embracing these natural remedies, you can stay lighter, stronger, and more confident in your own body without fear or embarrassment. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.